All right, this is a short little video, real quick, bro. This is a short little video explaining the new name. You feel me? Because I got a new name. By the time this video is out, it's gonna have a, you know what I'm saying, a whole different name. Obviously, we got the new look. It's not finalized and everything. I still gotta like make new BRB screens and like intro and outro screens, stuff like that for my stream and like all the stuff. I'm getting to that, you know, but I just like, I want to secure this name because it's already so difficult to get a good new name on the internet now because all of the good names were taken. Literally all of them. I know this. It took me so long to land on this name too. Just cause like, it's so hard out here. I'm not gonna lie. It's so hard out here, but it is what it is, right? Anyways, so obviously, you know, I've been doing this since 2020. I thought I had to burp, sorry. I've been doing this since 2020. I've had this name though since 2016, like late 2016. So about 9 years, I have been Marqueso the GOAT, bro. Marqueso, Queso, MDG, whatever you want to call me, right? That's kind of, I got it all right here. Just like, cause that's kind of what it's been. That's where we've been at. And that's cool, bro. You know, I feel like, you know, I've had that name since I was 13, bro. Like, it was a very valid name, I think. But I'm getting older, man. You know, birthday's coming up in 11 days as of this recording. I'm turning 21, bro. You think I'm finna be 21 with the same nickname I had since I was 13, bro? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Let's be for real. Let's be for real, bro. You gotta grow up at some point, and I feel like now is the perfect time for that. You know, some growth, some change, some little different things, and on top of that, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of things I want to expand on, a lot of different content I want to do at some point. And what better way to kind of initiate that change in that new era than a whole, you know what I'm saying, a whole name change, a whole rebrand, a whole like vibe, right? So I don't know if any of y'all know this, but hold on, let me zoom in. About, you know, like 8 months ago, probably not 8 months ago, but like maybe 6 months ago, I changed my like name on Instagram because I've always been ICM Boss Queso, right? Because like Queso in here, that's always been the nickname of the nickname, low key. But I noticed like phonetically when you say Queso, there's another little name in there, Ace. I noticed that. And it's crazy because I was already like thinking of new names and the name Ace kind of just like, I don't remember. It just like kind of came up and I was like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of tough. And you know, I'm a nerd, so I like looking up etymology. I like looking up, you know, how things came to be and, you know, the history behind certain things. And just, you know, I'll be looking up definitions just cause. And I feel like it's very fitting. And then also I kind of wanted to just shorten it to just Queso, but obviously I can't do that because Queso, the streamer, exists already. Is he live right now? Probably not. I think he'd be streaming at night. Shout out to Case though. He is mad funny. He is a really cool dude. Definitely a great streamer. Nah, he's not live because he'd be at the top right now. But I was like, that's kind of taken, and I feel like that would lead to way too much confusion. So it's like, you know, we could just kind of do that. And then I was like, what better way to kind of build on that? Because again, every good name is already taken. I literally came up with so many different variations of the name Ace and so many like things I could add to it that sounded cool to me that were literally all taken. Like everything was taken. But like, you know, there's that. It'd be like that. What are you gonna do? You gotta pivot, right? But I also wanted something short. There's like low-key, I don't want to like give away everything because this took so long to come up with. But like, I wanted a name that was short. I wanted something that didn't sound dumb if I had to like tell someone my Instagram or something out loud, like in person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look someone in the eye and tell them like a terrible garbage name. That's kind of whack, right? So I took a lot of things into account coming up with this name. I wanted something short. I wanted something easy to like, you know, easily memorable, but also something else with the name Ace is like, usually you've heard that name before. And if you haven't, you've definitely played some sort of card game before and seen aces, or you watch the W and you know about the Las Vegas aces. Like, there's just so many things that kind of like solidified it for me of like, this name is so valid, bro. But I just couldn't pinpoint like what to add to it or like what to leave it on, you know? Cause like just Ace, like you can't get the name just Ace anywhere, bro. Literally. Maybe in like 2010 when nobody was on any social media and there were still names available. But like, you know how many, bro, one thing, this is kind of a rant aside right now. You know how many amazing names are taken on Instagram by inactive accounts, bro, that like don't even post. They haven't posted since 2014 and they don't post. There's no profile picture. There's no nothing. They're private. And it's just like, bro, why? Like genuinely, people are hogging up these names and you can't sell them. Like, isn't it against, like, I know it's against Twitch TOS, but I'm pretty sure it's against like Instagram TOS too. Like you can't like buy a handle or something. I'm pretty sure. So like, what's the point of holding on to like a name on an account that you don't even use? I don't really get that. That's kind of lame to me. But either way, anyway, back to what I was saying. I couldn't figure out like what to end it on or like what to add to it because all the names that I came up with were taken. Mind you, I came up with like well over 75 different names, including Ace. Like I was cooking. I was in the kitchen, bro. I was chefing. I was cooking, bro. But like none of them worked. They were all taken. And if they weren't taken on Instagram, they were taken on Twitter, or they were taken on Twitch, or they were taken on, you know, something. And I was like, I want a name that's common enough to where it's like, because I think familiarity is important. So I wanted a name like Ace that's common enough to where you see it and be like, okay, that's valid. But I also wanted something to stand out and like, you know, but still be short. So I was like, what's the best way to like leave it open and just, you know, let it be what it is, grow into it. That's another thing. Like I said, I'm getting older, you know, need something that's going to last a little longer and sound a little bit better. So, you know, what's the best way to like leave room for improvement or leave room for change or leave room for whatever it may be? An ellipsis, aka 3 dots or ... So boom, I came with new name Ace ... and Ace 3 dots because you can't have dots in your like Twitch name. So I was like, I need a variation for that. So boom, new name. I'm gonna have like, I have so many ideas on this too. Like I already have ideas for like merch and stuff. So many things I want to incorporate. So many great ideas, but I can't spill too much. You know, we gotta keep that low. But you know, I'm changing my name. With that being said, this channel is gonna be the archive. I'm gonna still post on it for now. I'm gonna still, you know, check out a bunch of stuff. I got Hivemind videos to react to. Shout out to all the Hivemind fans that have been waiting patiently for the last like 8 months that I haven't reacted to any Hivemind. You know, we still gonna check out Caligari Citrus. We still gonna check out Sturniolo Triplets. We still gonna check out AMP, even though nobody watches those videos. I can't promise anything about music. That's something I'm still trying to work through and figure out like what I'm gonna do with that. Because I've been testing a new format when it comes to like checking out new music and stuff like that since I haven't been streaming. But it's so hard to like react to music on YouTube because usually things get, you know, claimed or blocked or, you know, whatever the case may be. So it's like, it's a little difficult to do. I don't know how people like post their full album reactions on YouTube. I got to figure out how they do that because I have zero idea. 9 times out of 10, I try to post a full album reaction. It gets blocked instantly. And if not instantly, usually within, you know, a couple days. So I don't know how they're doing it, but you got to figure that out. But even so, can't promise anything with music, but I do want to, you know, get into like more music commentary and music review and stuff like that at some point. So I was like, this is kind of the best way for me to just leave room for anything, you know? I can do any type of content. There's definitely going to be a bunch of other channels that I'm going to start up within the future, you know, and within, I don't really want to say like the near future, but like in the near future, you know what I mean? I want to start doing vlogs. That's literally what I wanted to do from day one, 10 years ago, when I first wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, I was like, I want to vlog, you know, all the time. So I want to start doing vlogs. I want to start doing a whole bunch of different types of content, bro, really expand. I'm doing reaction content pretty much solely for like the last 5 years, and it's great and I love it and stuff like that, but it's so oversaturated that you kind of can't grow in it. And then it's also like yeah, I'm creating because like it's commentary and stuff, but like you don't really get to create a whole lot when you're reacting. So it's like, I kind of need to do my own thing. So that's part of that too. There's so, like I said, I don't want to spill everything, but there's so many like factors and stuff into why I'm coming up with this. But the main takeaway is I have a new name. You still call me Queso though. Like that's that'll kind of forever be the nickname. But like new name, new vibe. This channel's gonna be an archive. I'm gonna make a new main channel at some point. Gonna revamp the gaming channel, get some Detroit Become Human gameplay going on, get some Red Dead gameplay going on. Hopefully, if we get a PC release, we can get some GTA 6 content going next year. That would be fire. If not, maybe some GTA 5 RP. I don't know. There's so many things, and again, bro, that's the ellipsis. Like, I don't want to be limited to anything. Literally anything. Like, I want to be able to just do whatever. Of course, I'm gonna still have different channels, stuff for different things. Like, I want to have a clip channel, I want to have a vlog channel, gaming channel, like just like all that kind of stuff. But like, kind of just like whatever, bro. I want something universal. So it's like, I'm a nerd, and I like doing nerdy things. Boom. It's kind of self-explanatory. But either way, that's just, a quick little, I didn't really need to yap that much. I don't know. I got a new name, man. I got a new name. That's all we gonna go with. I probably posted some videos already since the name changed, which is a little confusing, but it's not on screen or anything anymore. So like, we kind of don't know. I also don't have any socials on my screen either. So I gotta, like I said, I have some editing to do, but I'm not like back yet. Because technically, and if you haven't noticed, I've been in my like vacation era for a while because I've been in school. I didn't even say that. I just said I was taking a break, bro. But I've been in school. I've been, I had a lot going on lately. So that's partially why I haven't been, checking out too much stuff or like posting super often, usually only twice a week. Aside from the last couple weeks when I was super busy and couldn't record. And my camera was messing with me. So I couldn't even, do that. But like, I've been really busy. But once my once my vacation era is over, then we really finna like be back and go hard and like really lock in and all that. But just had to make that make sense. New name, new vibe, new everything. Yes, that's it. I don't know. Again, I don't really know why I yap this long, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It's kind of what I do. It has nothing to do. I want to get back to streaming and like yapping, bro. I miss yapping. I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, literally, excuse me. The entire premise of this video is the song "New" by Ken Carson. That's literally it. Just new. That's it, bro. I have nothing else to say. The new name though, I don't think I'm gonna change my community name though, unless y'all think I should. I'm gonna take that up with my Twitch chat and my Discord at some point whenever I stream next, which I don't know when that's gonna be, but hopefully soon. I'm gonna try and figure that out. Try and get a little. Maybe we could do like a little short film stream or something like that, and just yap. I don't know. We'll figure that out at some point, but I don't think I'm gonna change the community name. But regardless, even if I do, it's still gonna be ICM4L. Like I said 4L, I meant it. ICM4L. But, I don't think I'm gonna change the community name. But if y'all come up with any good community names that like revolve around the name Ace or like I said, like cards or like anything that kind of ties into that, if y'all come up with any good names, I might consider it. But I don't think I'm gonna actually change it for real. And this was all off the dome, so I know this is kind of crazy, kind of jumbly, but it's how my brain works, bro. Again, yapping. That's it. I'm done before I keep going, bro.